In this video, we are discussing some old NDA questions from the topic limits. First question is this question has two parts. First one is we have a direction. Consider the function f of x is given as this is f of x, where boxes denote the greatest integer function. Now, what is limit x tends to 0 plus f of x is equal to. First question, limit x tends to 0 plus f of x. F of x is this one. Now, if x value is slightly greater than 0, what is the value of box x? In this situation, box of 0 plus will be 0. Therefore, you can directly write it as a raised to x minus 1 divided by x, because box x will be 0. Now, limit x tends to 0, a raised to x minus 1 divided by x. If we apply directly value 0, it will be 0 by 0, indeterminate form. Therefore, we can go with the L'Hospital rule. Now, limit x tends to 0 plus a raised to x, derivative a raised to x is a raised to x log a minus 1 derivative 0 and log x is 1, derivative log x is 1. Now, if you apply the value x equal to 0, it is directly log a is the value. So, first part is done. In next part, what is the limit when x tends to minus 0, x is slightly negative. When x is slightly less than 0 means greatest integer function will be minus 1. Therefore, our function will become limit x tends to 0 minus, our function will become a raised to x minus 1, that is box x is minus 1 now, minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Here when you apply limits, it will be directly x equal to 0, it will be a raised to minus 1 divided by denominator is minus 1, that is our answer is 1 minus a raised to minus 1, therefore it's option C. In this question, if limit x tends to 0, phi of x equal to a square, it's given, where a not equal to 0, then what is the limit when x tends to 0, phi of x by a is equal to. Now we can put a substitution, let x by a equal to y, x by a equal to y, which means our phi become phi of y. If x is tending to 0 means y is also tending to 0, because y equal to x by a, 0 by a is also tending to 0. Therefore, the limit will be limit y is tending to 0. Now, the question is just repeated by replacing just x value. Therefore, it is a square. Our answer is option A. This question has two parts. Given that we have a direction here, we need to find the value A and B. This question is limit x tends to infinity 2 plus x square divided by 1 plus x minus of ax plus b equal to 3. Now just cross multiply. Limit x tends to infinity, this will be 2 plus x square minus 1 plus x into ax plus b, the whole divided by 1 plus x equal to 3. Now we can expand. Limit x tends to infinity, this is 2 plus x square, here it will be minus ax square minus bx minus b. Just apply distributive property. The whole divided by 1 plus x equal to 3. Now, just rearrange it. Limit x tends to infinity. This will be, see, x square terms 1 minus a of x square. Now, this will be minus of a plus b x minus b plus 2 divided by 1 plus x equal to 3. Now remember this thing, the numerator and denominators are polynomial. The numerator and denominators are polynomial. If it is like this, if x is tending to infinity, one polynomial p of x divided by g of x is there. If it should have a value, limit value other than 0 means the coefficients of the numerator and the degree of the numerator and denominator should be equal. Now, in the denominator, it's first degree, but in the numerator, it is second degree. Therefore, a minus 1 or 1 minus a should be 0. Therefore, a should be equal to 1. A value is solved. A equal to 1, option B. Now we need to find the value of B. Now this part is gone. Now it is, the degree is same. First degree, here you should write like this, it's outside because it's taken as common. Here, what is the ratio of the thing is, if the degree of the numerator and denominator is same, means the limit value will be the ratio of the quotient. Therefore, here it is minus of a plus b on the numerator divided by 1 equal to 3. Therefore, you can write it as a plus b equal to minus 3. A value is 1. 1 plus b equal to minus 3. A b equal to minus 4. B equal to minus 4. Option C. That is, limit x tends to infinity, p of x divided by g of x, p of x divided by g of x. The value of the limit will be infinity if degree of p of x is greater than g of x, not defined value, and it will be 0 if g of x, degree of g of x is greater than p of x. If g of x and p of x has same degree, means it will be the ratio of the quotients, C1 by C2 of the same highest degree. Now consider a function f of x equal to this one. What is the non-zero value of k for which the function is continuous at x equal to 0? So therefore we can equate left hand limit and right hand limit. What is the left hand limit? Limit x tends to 0 minus f of x equal to limit x tends to 0 plus f of x. Here limit x tends to 0 minus this value is tan of kx divided by x equal to limit x tends to 0 plus 3x plus 2k square. Now we can apply limit. See, just multiply the x term with the k, that is multiply k on the numerator and denominator. So it is of the form limit x tends to 0 tan x by x. If k has some quotient, x has some quotient, add that quotient on the denominator. Limit x tends to tan k, limit x tends to 0, tan kx divided by kx will be 1. So this value become 1 and here it will become k. Now if you apply here, 3 into 0 is 0 and 2k square is k square. Therefore, k minus 2k square equal to 0, k into 1 minus 2k equal to 0. That is, k value either k equal to 0 or 1 minus 2k equal to 0. That is 1 equal to 2k, k equal to half. They have asked the non-zero value. Therefore, it is 1 by 2, option B. Now, there is one more thing. If you cancel some value from both the sides, you will be end up with the loss of roots. Whatever the value you are cancelling, just equate with the 0 and save that root.